TrumanLakeFishingIntel.com presents your latest Truman Lake Fishing Intel Expert Roundtable. TrumanLakeFishingIntel.com is your premier resource for up-to-date expert fishing reports and videos to help you find the fish faster and become a better Truman angler. Multi-species coverage includes crappie, catfish, bass, hybrids, and more. View this month's full episode roundtable exclusively at TrumanLakeFishingIntel.com. This month's roundtable is brought to you by Anglers Port Marine. Whether you're a first-time boat owner or a seasoned professional, Anglers Port Marine has an option for you. Conveniently located between Clinton and Warsaw on 7 Highway, stop on in to view top industry boat brands including Phoenix, Lowe, and Camus boats. With their award-winning sales and service, Anglers Port Marine has you covered. Call 660-438-4600 or learn more at anglersportmarine.com. Just another nightly rental. Owned by David and Gina Townsend, this lake area property located at 32640 Highway 43 in Warsaw is perfect for your next lake getaway. Sleeping up to 8, this home is located conveniently within a short drive to boat ramps on both Truman and Lake of the Ozarks. Weekly discounted rates are available and a welcome meal is provided if booked more than one night. Call now to book your stay. And now, let's start the show. Boys and girls, we are back again for another edition of the Truman Lake Fishing Intel Expert Roundtable. It is mid-April 2024. Got a great crew of guys with me tonight. Lots of fun topics. We're coming up. This is a really exciting time of year. The crappie spawn is just around the corner. Maybe some rumblings of some early spawning activity. We're going to get the lowdown tonight. We're talking to these guys. We're going to talk some bass fishing, a little bit of catfish. Lots of morel mushrooms are popping. We'll have some good reports on that. Turkey season's right around the corner, so lots of fun topics to get with you. But, of course, crappie is the most popular thing right now in this month, so we're going to really hit heavy on that. I want to say thank you to all the usual folks that help the website and make it all possible. Anglers Port Marine, your Phoenix and Lowe boat lines. They've got lots of different options there at Anglers Port Marine. Go down and check them out. They were running a special deal late last year for Truman Lake Fishing Intel members. I don't know if that's still going on or not. I think that might have ended, but you never know. They might still have a nice little incentive for the Intel members. So if you are in the market for a boat, check out Anglers Port Marine right there on 7 Highway between Clinton and Warsaw. Big thank you to just another catering company, Gina Townsend. She's got a new food truck as well, doing premium gourmet burgers. We're looking forward to having her come up here to Clinton so we can all try that. And Reel and Trigger Resort right down there by Truman State Park Marina. Reel and Trigger is a great place to stay. If you're coming down for the weekend, they got all kinds of cabins to stay in. So be sure to check them out. Total Auto Repair right here at the square. Great little auto repair company as well. So lots of people to help support us. We appreciate them and appreciate these guys tonight for being here with us. Let me introduce you to all of them. Darin Lankford here on my far right, bass fishing extraordinaire, Truman Lake, Lake of the Ozarks, and beyond. J.B. Gray, well, you haven't graduated yet, have you?
Not yet.
You got, what, less than a month?
Yeah,
Still got milk on his lip.
Yeah, less than a month, and he's graduating from high school. He has been on the high school bass fishing team. He's going to go full-time into farming with his family, and he is a heck of a bass fisherman himself, so we'll get to talk to him about some of his plans this summer, what he's going to be doing. He has been out recently, so he's got some good bass reports to talk about as well. Of course, right to my left, Richard Bowling, Crappie King, Truman Lake. He's got some really fun stuff to talk about. We'll get into it tonight. He's got an interesting trip that he's going on, and he's been hammering on the crappie. And of course, Get Outdoors Guide Service. Dillon Stocking is with us tonight as well. He's been out every single day, been spending a lot of time on the Osage all over the place up there. So he's going to have some really, really good reports to talk about over there. And he might be the one that actually knows a little bit about some of these little crappie spawn tidbits going on. So anyway, lots of great stuff to talk about. I'm not even sure where I want to start. I guess we'll start with the crappie. Dillon, you've been over on the Osage quite a bit. Fill me in a little bit, just here the last couple weeks, or just these first 10 days of April. What has been going on over there? What are you noticing? Are you seeing the transition start to take place? Are you still, what are some of the patterns you found here in the first half of April?
Definitely the crappie are in the creeks.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. They're out staging, or have been. We're the last few days, 4 or 5 days probably, we're catching fewer and fewer males, which tells me they're moving up shallow.
Mm-hmm.
We're fishing, still fishing out deep, 12 foot of water more, 10, 12 foot of water more. Catching fewer and fewer males, which tells me the males are moving up shallow.
Mm-hmm.
We've had several females, when you pull them in, they're squirting eggs out.
Yeah.
It's getting about prime time for throwing to the banks if you want to.
Yeah. Now, in the creeks, are you, so the Osage is a really big, long arm.
It's big.
Are you putting in at Tally? Are you putting in at Berry Bend? Kind of break down a little bit. Are you okay? Is there a more productive bite in certain areas? Are you finding the same? What's the report there?
Not really. That's pretty much the same. The further you go up towards Tally or above Tally, the water gets muddier.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little tougher. You got to get that bait right on them fish's nose, but they still, every one of them, if you get it on them, they will bite.
Yeah.
A little bigger fish up there. If you go towards Berry Bend, you get a little cleaner water, a lot more aggressive fish, I guess. I mean, they can see it from 2-3 foot away, and they will come get it.
So the creeks compared to Tally, so there's muddy, and the big difference there with the fish is having to have it right on their nose to get the bite. Are you seeing the same numbers of fish further up, or is there different? I mean, where's the story there as far as quantity?
Probably a few more down towards Berry. There's probably a few more fish down there, but I mean, you can still. I fished yesterday morning, and they had their 30 fish and right at 2 hours. So
wow,
and that was right around Tally Bend there. So
yeah. Now, getting into creeks, are they loaded up with timber like what we see with Jackson and Otter and some of those up here on the Grand that have tons of timber?
Some of them are. I'm staying out and fishing wide open and covering water.
Okay.
Because they're getting more and more scattered. I think more of them fish are moving to the banks or up shallow, in and out. But I'm getting in there and just covering water.
The males that you have been catching here the last few days, are they getting dark in the live well?
Yep. They'll get, like I said, we haven't had very many males in the last couple of days, but they will get dark.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a pretty early spring. It is greened up like crazy. I mean, you guys always say third week of April for the spawn. And, here we are. What's the date today? April 10th. So, is it looking like it's coming early a little bit? Or, I mean, I feel like last year we had some spawning activity like April 12th, 13th.
For a little bit.
I think the bigger fish, them bigger females spawn first.
Mm-hmm.
I think they spawn out first. I think that happens every year. Them, especially up on the upper ends of all these arms, the bigger females will spawn first, and then just they'll work their way down. But I'd say the third week in April, it's gonna be
game on
the prime time.
Yeah, and then you just said one of the females actually discharged a whole bunch of eggs in your live well.
Yeah, I always throw them in a cooler there right behind me.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, she laid them.
Yeah.
She laid quite a few right in the cooler there. So
yeah.
It's like I said, there's a few going up there, and I would say if you want to go in the afternoons right now when this water warms up and get on the banks, you could catch them off the banks right now.